shade, this ain't no flex. Just make sure you tune to the RPX. Stay dropping jewels all on the airways. Keep sending honey like every single day. This ain't no shade, this ain't no flex. Just make sure you tune to the RPX. Stay dropping jewels all on the airways. Keep sending honey like every single day. RPX. Yeah, just the RPX where you can sit back and catch a vibe at. But your mind gotta be open like a surgeon with a scalpel. Mixed with the tips that can help with the mental, also the spiritual, and even the physical. The way she break it down, you don't need a visual. Always keep it fair and also critical. Everything is clear, ain't no need for subliminals. Growth is essential, the love is not rental. You might be perplexed, but it's so simple. If you wanna know how you can interact, just hit the IG or the Glock or where it at. So come get involved, it don't even cost. Just hit the DM if you need to talk. So all my good people out there, stay blessed and make sure you tune in to the RPX. This ain't no shade, this ain't no flex. Just make sure you tune to the RPX. Stay dropping jewels all on the airways. Keep sending honey like every single day. This ain't no shade, this ain't no flex. Just make sure you tune to the RPX. Stay dropping jewels all on the airways. Keep sending honey like every single day. RPX.
Chill.
Alrighty, chill.
Yo, who's squeaky? Who's squeaky?
It's not me this time.
It might be you. It's always the braids.
Yeah,
the braids
always.
get it every time.
Oh, man.
Dreads, braids, you know.
Me.
So, hey, what's up? I'm a little hype right now.
Woo! 2021.
I know. You know what? It's kind of like the
saying
first
it's
show
like
all
3
over
months in.
again. It's kind of like the first show all over again because of the weather. And but anyway, we are here on the X Radio here on Glockaware, where you can find us every Thursday night at 6 p.m. You can check out all our other shows from last season. This is season 5, by the way.
Woo!
Season 5.
I know.
Let's get it.
And these two ladies have been with me for 1 year now.
Yes, that's
Yes,
crazy.
ma'am.
Yeah, so it's a dope journey. You know, we're still building and working on it. And yo, is that me?
Maybe it's the one with no braids.
It's not me. Okay, so in any event, you know, we're just working on ourselves and working on strengthening
Yes.
and elevating
All of that.
as individuals.
Yep.
And of course, you know, I always say that's my job to plant the seeds. So here I am.
Here I am.
We are here to work.
I'm here
And
for it.
thanks, man.
You always want to touch stuff already. Let me keep my
I know,
hands
I was
to
already
myself.
in here playing with it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Give me
Keep
one
my
of
hands
these.
to
Yeah,
myself.
Give me a
for
pink
it.
John.
All right.
We have pipe cleaners
Yeah,
in here
guys,
today. This was a
so-
special request. Usually I tell Mar to do whatever she wants. We're here for our monthly art therapy session
Yes.
with Mar from Expressive Illustrations.
Hi, little ray of sunshine.
Hi, I'm Mar from Expressive Illustrations. As you just said, I am a art therapist, mental health advocate, and we are going to just talk today, honestly. But we do have little manipulatives here. I know it looks like a little kid thing, but I think the
Yeah.
world should be more apparent on how.
You know what? You need to tap into your inner
Yes.
child for real.
Yes.
Like to be
So
whole.
why is that the revamp of my business?
Nice.
Of the nonprofit,
Nice.
tapping into your inner child. Because
Nice. I noticed you. I mean, I know
Well,
you.
that's fitting.
Yeah, you started as a teacher.
Right.
And to be honest, like, you know, that was kind of your wave. And I saw you've been working with more kids again, but you have, you know, broke off into adults as well.
Yes. So I started off as a teacher, but also people don't know that I actually went to school for elementary education and psychology.
Right.
So it's always been, I didn't really know until I got into art that this was a thing, but
Right.
I definitely like led myself from certain jobs and dealing with special needs and dealing with problem children. It just led me into noticing that I had a gift in that area per se.
Yeah.
And then when I started doing art, that was that. And then
When you started, you know, working in that field, in that direction, did you notice you had a little more joy? Like it was more fulfilling for you?
That's what I was gonna ask you.
Yes.
That's when you know
Yes.
you're working in your
Yes.
purpose.
Is it
Yeah,
the smiles
exactly.
on their little faces
It's
because they appreciate everything?
It's the everything, and I think it's the purpose that I'm teaching them stuff that I just learned as
Right.
an adult. You know,
Right.
they're
Head
learning the
start.
right way to go about how to handle emotions,
Yeah.
how to handle their mental mindset at age
Hello,
3 and
CB.
4.
Yeah.
Thanks for
You
checking
know,
in.
so-
And that's
Bye.
something that is very important because there's so many adults out here that don't have coping skills. They don't know
Right,
how
right,
to.
right.
They're not in charge of their emotions.
Right.
That's
Exactly.
a huge skill to master.
Yeah, but like you said, it kind of, not that it starts from the adult, but the adult a lot of times doesn't have those tools or resources to even know how to teach the children.
Listen,
sometimes.
right.
Or
The
they
fact-
have trauma they're going through, or
Exactly.
certain stuff.
Right.
You know,
It goes back to the kids having kids.
Right.
And,
And break those generational curses.
Yeah,
that I always
right.
speak of.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's not just. I don't want to say. you
No,
know,
it's not. I'm not blaming.
It's
you on
all a kid having kid
Yeah.
thing, but you know, even as adults, grown adults into your 30s,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of times, you know, you just never were taught how to deal and cope
Right.
and
Yep.
and
We were
really
The
heal those emotional traumas because we
Correct.
don't
Yeah.
realize that they're emotional traumas.
Yeah,
Right.
I think it's. I was just talking to somebody the other day. It's literally from the norms and the expectations of like certain, like you're not supposed to be extra excited or.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're
You
too
know,
hype.
like,
You're
yeah.
you're too hype.
You're too emotional if you
Right.
cry or you like say
Right.
how you feel, you know.
Right.
So it's those barriers that we're trying to change with learning how to promote solutions in different ways on how to handle that. But that it's all connected. It's so much to it, you know. It's not just
people that you know, they love that. You're too emotional.
Yeah.
It is.
No, I'm trying to communicate, and
Yeah, but that's toxic.
Hey,
They have
Bedrock,
toxic
I'll see you soon.
tendencies, and a
Yeah.
lot of times that comes from a narcissistic
Oh,
situation.
Yeah.
You know,
definitely.
because now if they listen to what you have to say, they're responsible in some way,
Right.
and they really don't want to be bothered because the bottom line is they don't give a shit.
Yeah, pretty much. And they don't
see what I'm saying?
They don't want to deal with the not giving a.
Yeah. No, because first of
Speak
all,
on it.
if
Yeah.
you are a true narcissist,
Oh my God. Oh my God. Why we have to talk about
no,
narcissism?
this is not what I want to
Oh
talk about
my
today. It's not. However, it'll give you the black and white
Yeah,
perspective.
let me get another pipe.
Yeah,
let me
do that.
Yeah, let me do
that.
that. Yeah, let me-
Do that.
yeah, let me tap into my
If-
inner child.
If you,
Yeah.
I don't even know where I was
Yeah,
going with
yeah,
that.
Don't go there.
'Cause she
Somewhere
cut
else.
you off, sis.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
was-
No, I mean, I just wanted to say, you know, there's of course there's dark with the light, the yin and the yang. Okay,
Yeah.
and you can't, as Toucan always says, that you know that's why the world is round, Rose.
Yeah. Right.
You know,
yeah.
there's something for
And
everybody.
Some people
yeah.
just don't know how to get off of that BS train.
Some people
Get off of the
aren't
BS train.
capable.
They aren't capable
Because-
that's why we're
because
here
they've
to
seen
give
certain stuff throughout their
Exactly.
lifetime. They've
That's why
seen
we're here to give them the
patterns,
tools.
and they don't know how to break out of. They don't know
That's
right,
right.
from wrong,
That's
and they're
right.
like, "Oh, well, my mom was stressed out, so I need to be stressed
Right.
out too." And my mom dealt with this, so I didn't. You know, not.
Sometimes-
I'm always not. I'm trying
Sometimes they are definitely a lot of times they are
Yeah.
learned behavior.
Learned
They are
behavior.
learned behaviors.
But a true narcissist, it is
Oh my
not
God.
necessarily a learned behavior.
No, you
it
just-
is emotional trauma that has manifested into
Right.
something crazy.
yeah,
Right.
get yourself together, please, narcissist.
So we're off of that, and the light
Yeah.
part is the light side of this is, which is the
Yeah,
whole
get it
topic
together.
today.
Yes.
I want to talk about love. I mean, we
Yes.
just it's
I love-
February.
I love
Oh my
you guys.
goodness.
I love you guys.
I love you
Oh,
guys
I love
too.
you guys.
I really genuinely love people.
Yeah.
I do. Like it's not even if I really don't fuck with you, I still have love
I
with
still-
you, love
listen,
for you
I-
as a
Yes.
human.
Yes. I
And
still love
sometimes
you.
people can't separate that
Right.
because they're not emotionally balanced.
That's
Wow.
correct.
Yeah.
And shout out to my family. I've been surrounded by love for the past couple weeks.
Oh,
I love you guys.
That's what's up.
So I like
Love you, Tiz.
recently.
We have cousin Tiz in the
We
building.
definitely do.
Hey. So I recently learned like the connection that we're all connections connected, right? And
Yeah.
we're all reflections of each other, right? So a lot of times we hurt because somebody else did something and we're like, sometimes we feel guilty or we feel like we're the reason they did something, but sometimes we're like, it's two different, it's so many different reasons, but sometimes it's like I thought they were this, but I
Right.
saw myself in them too, so that's why
Right.
I interacted them and gave them my time of day, but then they did this thing that isn't me,
Goes
that
back
I
to the
don't want.
narcissism.
Yeah. Okay.
Goes right back.
And that is
Yeah.
mirroring.
Mirroring.
Mm-hmm.
That is
Mirroring. There we
correct.
go. There we
That's
go.
the perfect word for
There we
that.
go.
Yeah,
It is.
because what they want is they want what within you, what they see within you that they don't have within themselves.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what attracts them to you.
Yes. Yes.
Crazy,
Love.
huh?
Yeah. Love.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Come
Please
join in,
do.
cousin, too.
Is it green? Is it on? Push the button till it's green, and then you are free to talk. My
There
God,
you
you
go.
got the talking stick. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Right here?
Yeah,
I'm good?
You're good.
We can hear me?
I can.
Perfect.
Okay. So, no, I just think it's sometimes, it's about the person. You got to be built for that because I don't think anybody is everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for
No.
example, I wasn't
Not at all.
I wasn't a saver.
Yeah.
But I seen that weakness in me.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew that over the next couple years, 10 years, I would work on that. And today, I am a saver.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you got to have it in you. Some people are content with where they're standing.
Right.
Complacency.
Complacency.
Yeah.
Right.
And them type people you have to
You just have to
get
walk
away
away
from.
them. Yeah. Leave
Yeah.
them where they're at.
Right.
I don't wish you no harm, but stay away from me.
Yeah.
Stay where you're at.
Right.
We cool from a distance. Hey, how
Yes.
you doing? Keep it moving. You know.
Yes.
So definitely,
You
you
know
know,
what?
that's seeing opportunity for growth and wanting to go for it.
Yeah.
Maturation
And some
process.
people just don't have it in them.
Don't have that.
Literally yesterday, I was like, because I'm learning more about how to handle my body and how to read off my energy and what my body feels like after I interact with somebody. And I was like, more people should just know that, like, if you feel good and then you interacted with this person and now your energy, your heart, or you're like, you have a headache or it's just your body is
That is
off,
correct.
that's a telltale sign that you need to leave that person alone.
Yo,
Like,
sis,
that is
so
correct.
serious. And touching back on
true.
things that we've talked about before, anxiety.
yeah.
That's
yeah.
how I know you're very sensitive.
Yes.
Because of that, because anxiety is a reaction of your intuition to your body.
Yes. Right.
So when you interact with something that gives you anxiety, your
Right.
intuition is talking to you.
Yeah, yeah.
It's-
Yo,
yeah.
that shit's
It's-
wrong.
it's-
Run.
It's like a superpower in a way, but
It is. No, it's not in a way. It is.
It is, and it's imperative that you.
We
live.
all have it. We just aren't all tapped in.
Yeah.
We
Right.
all tapped in, and I think that comes at an age because you going.
Possibly.
I've gotten to the point where just for me, I had to get to the point where I trusted and said, it's my conscience and intuition that got me to here. So
Yeah.
You've been through enough stuff to know, okay, well, this ain't gonna work, or this is gonna work,
Right.
because you've
Right.
been through. Yeah, that
Right.
makes sense.
I mean, after you've been to jail 6 times, 7 times,
If you don't know, it's
a little bit.
Yeah.
well.
Hello.
We did a Nick,
Yeah.
and
I'm here
Yeah.
for it. Hello.
yeah, no, but the whole point is that you got to that point
Right.
of elevation. Sometimes we're slow learners, as we joke around. We're slow learners.
Yeah.
We're a little slow,
But we learn.
but we got here.
Yeah.
You know, and that's really the important part. You know, there is no, as long as you're alive, you should be growing mentally, spiritually, physically in
Right.
some way. So
Yeah.
it doesn't
Daily.
matter how old you are.
Right.
Right.
It's the fact that if you get it or not. Do you
Yeah.
get the lesson that
Right.
you're being, we're all here. I'm sure you're all aware of karma, what
Oh,
karma is.
yeah.
And we're all here from whether you believe or understand or whatever the case may be. We're here to resolve previous issues, whether from this lifetime or previous ones that were not
Right.
dealt with.
Yeah, that we're not done. Right.
Purpose.
Right. Purpose.
So that's pretty deep.
Yeah, because you stumped me right there. I was
Yeah.
about to say something, but
You
that,
said,
yeah.
Boop, went
Yeah.
right out the window.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that it is deep. It is like, my whole thing is, once I mastered my emotions, which was crazy because
Crazy.
I
Right.
used to be a yeller. I used to be
Yeller.
really like, I'd freak out. Like I would just kirk out.
Right,
like now I
right,
just
right.
look at it and like, psh, yeah. So
Yeah.
anyway, we'll be going this way because
Right.
you're a weirdo.
Yeah, that's
You know,
why-
I have
yeah.
understanding and mastery
Yeah.
Yeah.
of my
Sounds like
emotions.
You have self-love.
I had to get there though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to get there to be able to say, hey, I don't deserve this.
Right.
I don't deserve being
Right.
around this. I don't
I'm not
deserve
even
this
gonna
energy.
victimize myself or act like it has anything to do with me.
Right.
too.
But that's the
'Cause
thing. When you're especially out in this narcissistic society, right? And one of the things is that the narcissists do. I hate that we got on this damn topic, but
Yeah,
it's
get
so
off. You
no,
keep
it's
going
it's
back.
related.
Shy,
It's
stuff to
related.
say.
related.
It's
Yeah,
related.
it is
So
related.
okay. So one of the things they do is they love bomb.
Yeah.
So what that is when you really, I mean, you really have no purpose for this person. You don't like this person. You don't love this person. You're using them for some reason, whether it's emotional advancement, emotional, you need that. Everybody wants to be loved. Everybody
Yeah.
wants to
Yes.
feel nice.
Right.
Everybody, we're
Right.
adults. We like sex. So all these
We
things
do?
come into play. Listen, sis, I don't want to put up with you right now. That we'll talk about that later. So we all desire these human things, which is natural. However,
Yeah.
people play off that
Right.
to fill their own selfish needs.
Correct.
They do it in business. They do it in relationships of all kinds.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the fact of the matter is that these people feed off you
Right.
and they're love bombing you, making you feel
Yep.
like you are something to them.
Yeah.
Like you are loved, like
Just
you
to
are
get-
cherished, like
Just to get what they need.
to get what they need.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
what
that's
they need.
that's them love bombing is paying the toll
Yep.
to come back to Philly.
That is correct.
So they can get through the gate to go where they want to go.
Yeah, that's true. It's true.
Analogy.
The gateway.
Yeah, it is.
gateway.
It is. So you have to be mindful, careful. You have to use your intuition. You have
Yes.
to be very. The first step, first of all, is to ground yourself, and it's
Yeah.
not something you can do overnight.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's a process.
Yeah.
It's a process
And
that
that's-
you must tap in.
Yeah,
Right.
and that's what really gets us.
Let's talk about. I want to like stem in on that grounding yourself.
Go ahead.
part.
Let's
Because
go.
I feel like
Jump
people.
My head's cut off. Can we do something about
Can
that?
we?
Well, good thing you're not talking anymore.
Yeah,
so.
go ahead. Go ahead. So, what do you want to talk about? Grounding. Let's go.
Yes. So, grounding. So, okay. So I just did a post recently where I was like, yeah, I had to let somebody near and dear to my heart go, and I did a painting, and the background represented colors of grounding, and because I felt I didn't feel
So
grounded.
the dark colors.
The
Yeah,
dark
the
one.
red,
The
black, brown.
It was brown, black,
Mhm.
green. You know,
Yeah.
the land, like yeah.
Yeah.
So literally the ground.
Yeah.
So
Grounding.
I was like, yo, I really don't feel grounded. So that meant I felt unbalanced.
Right.
I felt confused.
Out of
I
control.
felt like out of control. I
Yeah.
wasn't myself.
You're wacky.
Yeah.
I know. You feel
Yeah.
really friggin' wacky.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
one of the first things, I actually did a motivational talk, and I talked about it. One of the first things I did was I was like, all right, I'm gonna dance this off. You know, then I'm gonna paint it off. But I literally had to dig deep into, okay, well, you know, not just writing down like what that person did to me, but what do I want? You know, who am I again? You know,
right.
asking questions like, what do I love? How do I want to be loved?
And
You know,
just
and,
a
yeah.
side note, again, we crave that, and that's why
Yeah.
we get into these situations
Yeah, where we
where
yeah.
we don't belong because we're looking
'Cause
for
we're like,
that. We
one-
don't
then
have
it
that
happens,
self love.
and we're like, oh yeah, this is it.
One
And then
key thing you just said, and I'm glad you recognized
self-love.
self-love, and you said, "What do I want?
What do
Yeah.
I want?
I need?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. That's
Forget
very
about the
focus
other
on
person for
self.
a moment.
Yeah.
Right, but
And, yeah.
I think that's so necessary before you enter a building, because if you don't know thyself, when you get in there, you're
Yeah.
on a ride.
Anything's
Yeah.
a go.
Because you're trying
Yeah.
to please everybody,
Yeah.
you listen to them, you going
Preach.
that way, and by the time you come out, you done
better
lost
tell
yourself.
them.
You're tired,
You
you're
better tell them.
confused,
You better
You all
tell
of that.
them.
You're not grounded.
You got to.
No, yeah.
It takes time, but
Yeah.
I think you need to do that before you can do anything for
Anything
anybody.
Absolutely.
else.
That's right.
Anything else.
The first step is definitely grounding.
Yeah.
And to try to tap in, and it's a lonely friggin' road.
Yeah.
I am not going to lie. I had a codependency problem as a young person, and I totally did.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marvin. Yeah, she's so sensitive. Yeah, I did. I had a but that's like you want to be with somebody. You desire not in a healthy way of someday
it.
I
I
can
get
wait and desire and wait for this
Yeah.
person. No.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. You down? I'm down. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah,
Do,
yeah,
do,
yeah.
do, do. Now we're in a relationship. Like, oh,
But you know,
you don't know what you're doing. Who is this person?
Right.
Who? I don't even know who the hell I am. And here I am giving me to you, and we don't know. see what I'm
Yeah,
saying? That's
yeah,
a whole
yeah,
lot of
yeah.
not knowing. Like, you
whole
don't
lot of
ever
not knowing.
You don't ever. The business rule number 1: you always negotiate the terms of the contract
That's
before
right.
you enter it.
That's
Right?
That's
Preach.
right.
If you don't know what you're entering into,
Yes,
That's
yes.
right.
what
And
the,
be
why
honest
are
and
you
truthful.
entering
Yep.
it?
Yeah.
But that's the thing, yo.
Yeah. Ask those questions like, what are your flaws? What's the worst thing you ever did to somebody?
But
you know,
Mar,
just certain
people
stuff.
lie, okay?
People lie.
Yeah, I mean, I have never met someone
Who has
put-
been?
I don't know why y'all lying when y'all just
who
meeting
just
each other,
come
but-
up and say, I have
Because
bad credit.
they
I don't
want
call
what they
nobody. I
want.
don't.
I don't. You know what?
You got to find it out.
You got
They want what they want.
dig for
Again,
it.
No, I
narcissistic
don't.
tendencies.
Yeah, but no, I'm totally different.
I don't either.
Yeah, that's
I'm
what
like,
I'm
I
saying.
am this, I do this,
Yeah,
I'm into
'cause
that,
why would
I'm
I
not
wanna
into
waste
that.
my time, and it
Yeah.
might not.
I'm
Just
not,
put it out there.
I'm not him and Haw. I'm not with the shit. I'm not gonna be with the shit and move away from you with the shit. Now, what are we doing from here?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
That's what I'm
Seriously,
saying.
that's how I am.
Because all you're going to do is make me get invested in it. Then I'm going to find
That's
out.
right.
Then it's going to be all
And
this.
you gon-
Why did I-
avoided all of
Where
it?
you?
Because I told you from the jump that wasn't it.
Then you're gonna piss me
Ding,
off,
ding,
and when
ding,
you piss
ding,
me
ding,
off, it's
ding,
not
ding.
pretty. So,
Yes.
Whole new show.
That's
At
right.
that point.
Exactly.
It was that.
Yeah, it's
That
that
was
for
the
me.
topic.
Like, no, I am who I am, and I am who I say I am, and this
Not
is,
people.
This is what
A
you're
lot
getting.
of people are not capable
They
of
are.
that.
That is true. That
and
is
and the
true.
hard part is again detecting whether it's truthful or not.
Right.
Because they're the ones that are gonna lie, and there's
Yeah.
no little
Yeah.
freaking red light that
Yeah.
goes off above their head
Yeah.
like ding ding hey.
Right.
And that's why
Red
people
flag.
are like, I don't want to be hurt. And they're like, they take things kind of slow. And all of that. Because they're like,
Things kinda
okay.
slow. Yeah.
Kind of slow. Because they be wanting to, but they
Well,
can't.
kind of slow.
I don't know.
Kind
Listen,
of
I'm not
slow.
talking about myself.
It's been a
now.
year.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm talking
You're
about
welcome.
me. I can only talk
Yeah,
about me.
listen,
right?
you can
I'm
call
like-
yourself slow.
Yes,
You
that's
can.
Right. That's right. I am slow. Hence, it's been a year and 8 proposals later. Yeah.
What you say?
I'm slow. That's
She said
correct.
8.
Taking my time.
No, she did.
Yes, I
No,
did.
and she's so serious.
I'm dead serious.
She's so
I'm dead
serious.
serious. I know what I want. I know who I am.
Yeah.
And I know what I'm going to get. And if I don't get any of those things,
Know thyself. Huh?
Yeah, but you know what?
Self-care.
If it
But
ain't
it
on the
took-
list, we don't want it.
That's right. It took me a while to get here. It took me
Yeah,
a while to
yeah.
get here. The narcissist, the BS, the materialistic things, the,
Yeah.
the him and the her,
Yo,
the kids,
yeah.
the BS. I don't have time for that anymore. Well, I stopped a long time ago.
Yeah.
Hence the reason.
Yeah.
Oh, she mean. No, I'm not mean.
You know what?
I'm not mean. I can be, but I'm not. I'm really not.
That goes back to one of my songs. I can be
She
nasty
had to take a deep
if
breath.
it's necessary.
You know what I'm saying? No, like,
But
yeah.
it took me a long time too, and I thought
Right.
long time ago I was there, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what I would do is I would trade one bad trait
Yep.
for another.
That's right.
I would leave one relationship, and I've never been in, thank goodness, and I am so sorry for all of you, and also very proud for the ladies who have gotten out of domestic violence situations.
Ooh, I'm a victor, not
Yeah.
a victim. I am a victor.
Yeah, so I haven't been in that, but I'm going to use it as an example.
Yes.
Okay, so this guy beats me. Guy number 1 beats me.
Mm-hmm.
Guy number 2 doesn't physically beat me, but he's verbally abusive.
That's the worst kind.
Guy number, right, the mental shit, right?
Yes, it is.
So I have had that one. So mentally, now you're screwed up.
Yep.
So then you're like, I finally escape. I get out of this situation. Now I go to
And
this
you drag
guy,
it to another one.
but he has a whole nother friggin' issue. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's.
But what made you? I feel like when you're leaving people, you're seeing that this person doesn't do that one thing, and then you're seeing all the great qualities that you didn't get from the other person, and that's what kind of traps you into not knowing the one flaw.
Because
that's just
I'm
as
so-
bad, but
right.
You don't know.
Right.
Right.
And that also goes back to, again, self-love, knowing
Yeah.
thyself,
Yeah.
self-worth,
Yeah.
self-awareness,
Yeah.
self-love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's all combined in the sense that, they're all connected, and you have to, again, mastery.
Mastery
I
is
think,
key.
like, I was always, like, considered a sweet person, right?
You are a
And-
sweet person.
Very.
You're our little ray of sunshine.
I co-sign that.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
see? And he just
appreciate it,
met you.
guys.
See,
I
we're
appreciate it.
serious.
I love it.
Yeah.
But
I
that
don't
would be
joke
my
all the time.
downfall. What you say?
I don't joke.
You
all
give
the
too
time.
much.
You do.
You're a giver.
That would be my. So I'll be
Of
like,
course.
okay, they have a flaw, right? They have a
You
flaw.
overlook
But
that.
you know, we all have flaws.
'Cause you're
We're
like,
all
hey,
human, and we
right.
all went through stuff that made us
They
have
will
flaws.
change.
Mm-hmm.
They will
Yeah,
change.
not anymore, but yeah, that was.
But that's
that was
what
me at one point.
A lot of times we say, "Oh,
That
that's
was all of us.
yeah,
All
of
of us,
course."
right? Of
But that's
course.
us being young and naive and not fully having that understanding.
Yeah.
So once we have all that, we're able to move in a different direction.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
And look at us now. We're
agree.
all moving and shaking.
Mhm.
Different directions
You know
and
what I'm
paths.
It's mostly my butt when I walk.
Yeah, and mine's something else, but I'm here. That's another show.
But yeah, loving
So-
yourself, having fun with yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like when I say having fun, like if you stay in and you're like, yo, I'm about to party with myself and have fun.
Yeah,
like
I
that's
do
what I
that.
mean.
I
like,
do that.
Yeah.
I
date
do that a lot.
yourself.
I
get
really
to
be
know
in the house by
yourself.
myself.
Yeah.
I used to be out
I
because
go
I would
out.
search for. I would be at all the bars, all the
Yeah,
after
yeah,
hours,
yeah,
all the
yeah,
this, all the
yeah,
parties, all the
yeah.
Oh, you was
hangouts.
a mover.
Yes, absolutely.
That's how we met.
But
I
it was
love
it
it.
would always be in the weird little tucky dirty corner
Yeah.
somewhere.
Me too.
Like
what?
Dirty.
Uh-huh. And it just so happened we met in one of them dirty little tucky corners.
Yeah, and here's the thing.
Really?
Look at
Doing
connection.
those things, you're just looking. You don't know what to do with yourself because you're uncomfortable with self.
So that is correct.
So you're searching for something to fill that void, and 99.9% of the time, it is not healthy
It's
for you.
not healthy at all.
Yeah, I got a
Jump
question
right
real
in.
quick. Can
Yeah.
I jump in on a question? Because I don't know, and I'm with the ladies.
Let's go.
What's the better relationship? With someone who's exactly like you
Ooh.
or the opposite of you?
I think.
I don't think there's a right answer.
I don't think there's
I
a
mean,
right
well, what would
answer.
you want? Someone who eats the same cereal and love the same clothes, or someone
I would
who's,
want a balance.
I like
totally
diversity.
I like
I-
diversity.
But there's got to be a balance, like
It
Mar
has to-
said.
yeah.
Like I would want you to do have the same like if I get excited, I want you to kind of get excited too, right? So
You
the
know
same
what?
interest in that way.
I want you to
Listen.
introduce
But
me some
I am the
things
most
of-
non-exuberant person. I will be so thrilled, right?
Because I gotta convince you to be excited with me.
No, it's not
No,
that I'm
it's
not
not.
excited.
No,
I
no,
just
no, no.
don't
She
always
doesn't.
express it.
She's not expressing.
Oh, okay.
I don't
well,
always-
Yeah,
She's
that's
not
different. That's okay.
I could totally be so
Having a-
thrilled,
having a-
so in love,
yeah.
so this, that, and the third, but a
But
lot
I
of
also-
times,
Do you like a challenge? That's what I was gonna say.
So
I want you
in-
to
in
challenge
which
me, and that's why
way?
you have to be different.
I
in
love it.
a
In
some
challenge
ways.
in which way?
Not in a like you're different from me in these aspects. So you're showing me something. You're exposing me to something different. You're making me think differently in the
Yes.
perspectively.
Are we
So,
talking
like
in a
that.
relationship
Yes, I'm
sense?
about to say.
I mean, but was your question a relationship?
Yes, I mean, yes, it was. Yes,
I
it was.
just- I
When
wanna
you're
just-
selecting a
okay.
mate, what are
Yes,
you looking
so
for?
in a
Your
relationship
characteristics,
sense.
or do you want him to be everything that you're not?
No.
Listen, I literally wrote a list of the qualities that I have
Oh, I
and
did
the
too.
and the qualities that I strive to have.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I wrote a list of the qualities I want my mate
Partner
to
to
have.
yes.
And for the most part, they're fairly
Spiritually
even.
aligned.
However, there are differences.
Right.
I can't tell you because I don't have it in front of me.
Right.
But there are slight differences. And I think that just goes to,
I think
you
it
know,
would
the
be boring
feminine
if
and the
it was
masculine.
Too much
Yeah.
like you.
You said boring.
I have
Yeah.
heard that. I have heard that
Yeah,
before.
I
I have heard
I
that.
mean, if
Like,
she
if we
wants-
doing the same thing,
I think when it
'Cause
comes
it's
to
nothing new.
attraction,
you know,
Like,
we
I feel
eat
like
on
it's a
Thursdays.
friendship.
We go out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's nothing new.
Yeah, no.
We like sticking to the script.
yeah.
No, I don't like sticking to the script.
No,
Me
we
either.
need to
I
just
don't
get
like it.
get up and
Yeah.
go.
Yeah,
Yes.
we need. Yeah.
Where's the adventure? Where's
Yes.
the? You're here on this earth to have experiences. Life
Mhm.
equals X. I'm not
And
wearing the shirt
interaction.
today.
Ah, there we go.
However,
Yep.
life equals X. So the
Mhm.
experiences build who we are.
Hard. That is correct.
So if you're just doing the same thing over and over, what the hell are you doing?
Listen, I can't do the same things over and over. I can't go to Applebee's every Thursday.
Oh my
I
God.
can't. You know what I mean?
that's
I'm
what you like,
serious.
babe.
Listen, my grandparents did that, right?
I don't like
Married over 50 years.
that. Right. Do the same
It worked for
Every
them.
Friday, of course,
That's
you
what
know,
they
they had the
wanted.
religious factor.
Yeah.
Every Friday, Fish Friday.
Mhm.
On the weekend, they would get Chinese. My
Ooh.
grandfather ordered the same friggin' thing every week.
Yeah, so
Breakfast was
I mean,
the
but they
same
was
every
older. They
day.
already experienced so much.
Yo, but
that becomes no. I need some spice. I need to.
It's like when you go clubbing for so long, and then you're like, okay, I did
Yeah.
it. It was cute, but I'm
I
over
did
it.
that when I was younger. You know,
Yeah.
it's fun to go out once in a while now, but I enjoy the solitude, like we were saying
Yeah.
before.
I do.
You know,
that's
you
what your
have to-
grandparents were feeling.
You have to. I don't know.
No, my grandparents was.
I'm
doing
not
some
gonna co-sign that.
No, our grandparents was doing something else, right, Tiz? Yeah, our grandparents was doing something else. Just
Believe it.
yeah, believe me.
Believe it.
Please believe me. I don't want to be like that. Listen, I love them dearly. Hello? No, that was too much for me. 3 is enough. And all right.
Chill.
But no, that's what my grandparents were into. They like that love music. Yeah, but no, I like.
How many of y'all is there?
We don't know. We lost count.
See?
So we thinking grandma, 22 babies, they say? We don't know.
Definitely
See what-
over
it was
18.
a different generational thing on how like the expressing, because that's what it sounds like. It sounds like older
Generations were influenced
Different
by
when it comes
religion
to love.
and of course necessity. So the more hands you had around the house, the more helpers you had.
right.
Yeah.
A lot 13, 12 was not unheard of
Yeah,
back then.
yeah.
Back
My
then.
grandparents had 9. So
Right.
Right.
you know, it was different. The
My-
dynamic was different.
Yeah, my maternal grandmother had 12.
Yeah.
So I
Wow.
come from,
That was
yeah.
definitely the thing back
It was
then.
definitely the
Yeah.
thing. So I don't want to do that every day all day. I want to do
Listen,
some stuff.
I'm
Right.
well anyway.
Yeah.
We won't talk about
Yeah, let's not talk about that. However,
yeah.
no, I look for some. Why it's
I'm
always me?
sorry. You guys are so funny.
But, listen,
Okay.
but I'm serious. I like spice in my relationship. Miami was lit.
Hey.
Miami was lit.
She had a
That's
flashback moment.
I
That's
did. That
Yeah.
Spice. Ooh,
Because
Miami
that
was
was
lit, by the way.
because that was that year anniversary. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
And
All
she
of
was
that.
in Miami, so you know how she do.
right.
No, they
Was
no
Dave in
no
Miami?
no. Mar don't know.
Uh,
Only Rose knows.
No, I know. I can tell.
You better know it.
uh,
You better know it.
You don't gotta say it to show it, okay?
You don't gotta say it to show it, she said. Ba-boom, ba-boom.
Listen, it was so nice. I went back twice. I'm just saying.
Yeah, boy.
I need that spice. I need, and you know,
Yeah.
I'm an older woman, so I don't. You know, my babies are grown now.
Yeah.
So I want to get up and go. I want to do some stuff. I
Right.
want to
Yo.
venture out. I want to see what the rest of the world is like. I'm blessed that my dad introduced me to these things. At 6 years old, I was an army brat.
Right.
So now that I'm older and my children are out the way, I want to do some stuff. So if you want to sit home and watch TV all day and stuff like that, or you know, the
You
same.
wanna be on old people town, go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah, I'm
I'm
a
trying to
young,
live my
There's
best
a
life.
world out
I'm
here.
a young 52.
Okay.
I'm
There's a world
outside.
out here.
Yeah,
I
So-
think it's so cool that I made a cross.
oh, that's what you.
No, I didn't do it
just
on
married-
purpose.
I just married myself.
Yeah, I didn't
Married
do it on
yourself, baby.
purpose, but I think when I think of love, I think of spirituality, and that's why it
Yes,
came
yeah.
into.
And you know what I
play.
love about this love that I've come to know is it is a spiritual thing.
Yeah.
Someone that prays for me,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
above all else, wants
The best for you.
wants the best for
The,
me.
the good intentions.
Yes, I love it.
We always fall short.
I love it.
Because we're human.
That's right.
But what is your intention?
Yes.
Right.
I know you have a religious factor,
I
and,
do.
and intentions
I do.
is important in that
It's
situation.
huge.
And,
That's
and
huge.
I'm a universal person, so at the end of the day, that's what it's about. You know,
Right.
karma will come back to you on that if your intentions are not good. You can do a good deed, but what was the intention behind it?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I love the intent.
And after you mess up, how are you handling it? Because that can do it too. that can really
mess up. When a person
If
messes up.
somebody has good intentions, right,
Yeah.
and then they mess up, and it's not, it doesn't, it could almost be perceived as if it wasn't good intentions.
I'm just disappointed.
How are they reacting afterwards? Because that could literally make you know who they are too.
I'm going to want you
Listen,
to be
I'm just-
apologetic.
I'm gonna say this
I
one
want
thing.
you to
Of
take.
course.
I want
Once-
accountability.
Do you?
Yes.
Do y'all disagree? Is that what you
Once an asshat shows you who they really are,
Yes.
ass
An
hat.
ass-
Okay.
ass hat.
Oh, okay. So I'll be saying that, and I'm gonna remember you every time I say it.
And you're gonna laugh and giggle too, and go back and say it twice.
You had something to say, Tiz? Jump on in there.
Oh no, I was just saying that that is true.
Yeah, I mean, things. A lot of times we don't know who a person is till something happens.
I think you
Yeah.
see everything
And how they
before it
handle-
happens.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's just
I
if you,
do.
it's just if
Yeah.
you want to
If-
see
if
it,
you're- yeah.
it's there.
If you want
It's
it
there. I mean, you'll ignore it. You'll close your eyes on it. You'll do all these things. but it was there.
The signs were there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I've
Yeah.
had many a situation, even one recent,
Did you want to see it?
where I knew
Mhm.
things were not what they appeared to be.
Talk about.
However, our human nature is
Mhm.
to see the good in people,
I was gonna say that. Yep.
and we want the best, right?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Mhm.
That's what I
But
was
that
saying
goes back
earlier.
to self-love, self-awareness, knowledge, mastery, understanding. Most
The-
importantly, understanding. Because once
Right.
you have understanding,
knowing
it's
your
like-
boundaries.
that's you
Set
have to
boundaries.
have boundaries.
So that
You
means
have
if they cursed you out, right, and you know they were having a bad day, and you know it had nothing to do with you, but you know at the end of the day I got cursed out two times, or when you stick with that, it's no
Is
longer
that-
talking about them,
is
and now it's
that-
a reflection of you.
Is that a one-time thing, or is this
Or is
a
that
habit?
it's a habit?
Right.
Because if that's your personality, you have a toxic personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you
Yeah.
talk
And
to
you need
people?
to-
How do you treat
yeah.
people?
Mhm.
How do you
Mhm.
speak of people?
Yeah, it gets deep.
Yeah, and,
Yeah.
and sometimes people will reveal it right in front of you.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll go have their little powwow wherever, and
Mm-hmm.
you won't know, but
Majority of the time, like he said, you
it's
see
still
it.
there.
You
You
see
see
it.
it.
You seen
But
it.
you
wanna
see
the
it.
good
You
in
see what
people,
you
and
want
you
to
don't
see
wanna
most
let
of the
that
time.
go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
I
don't
wanna-
be over exaggerating where you see where you can't see
You
the
have
good
to,
in people.
you have
It's
to have a healthy
to it.
balance.
Yeah.
But once you reach that 5D, like that unconditional love for everything and understanding and again mastery of emotions,
Mhm.
you can discern
That's
you know how you want to react on this situation. You are in control now. It is a choice whether you feel sad, whether you are upset for a long period of time.
Right.
You know, it really is most people are not in control of their emotions. That's
Yeah.
why they get depressed
Right.
for long periods
Right.
of time. That's why
I was
they
about to
have
say-
this crazy anxiety. They go on these tangents and all this crazy
I
shit,
choose
right?
to let it go.
Nowadays I do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. Yeah.
I'll have a 2-second cry, say, yeah, well, anyway, I understand
Mm-hmm.
that this person is not on my level.
Mhm.
And I move on.
Emotionally. Right.
What's your time period? Like if you're, I give myself like, I feel like I give myself 3 days, but a week at the most. Like if I'm not in myself because of a situation.
I honestly don't have a time period.
Yeah, I'm about to
Yeah.
say I don't either. It's-
Mine is a couple hours.
Okay.
Because if I
There you go.
if I allow what you say to run my mind,
That's
I'm
right.
the fool.
You a
That's
whole
right.
yeah.
So
That's
I can't
right.
let
That's
24
right.
hours go
That's
where
right.
I'm still thinking about what you said.
Right,
That's
right,
right.
right,
Right.
right.
I'll do things like that, right? And it'll bother me. I'll have like this moment of time. I'll go through it and I'll let it go do something. And I purposely go do something.
Yes.
Don't
Yeah.
sit
Yes.
there and dwell in the shit,
Yes.
right?
Mhm.
Baby.
You
Figure
gotta go
out-
do
yeah.
something.
Figure out a solution. Figure out what you're about to do next time if it happens. Figure out like you
It
know,
doesn't
but,
even have to
or
be that
just-
deep. Go get some
I
self-love.
was about to say, or just what?
Self-love and
Yes,
self-care.
or just do some art. You know what I'm saying?
Call a confidant.
Yes.
Go
Yeah,
if
we
you
love
like
Go drink a glass
like
of wine, watch your
drawing.
favorite
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
Talk to a friend that loves you. You know,
All those things are forms of self-care.
Yeah.
You know, if you like
Expression.
massages, go get a massage.
Ooh,
if
I
you
love
like to go to
massages.
lunch,
Yeah, that's-
go eat
That's on
lunch.
the
Lunch.
horizon.
Yeah, go have lunch. You know, go do something
Go
that
read
makes
a book you haven't read
feel
in a
good.
while. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, I'm about to do another trip and book me a massage.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just jealous over here with all these trips. Sis.
Yeah, I got listen,
right?
listen. Self-love,
Self-love. There you go.
There we go.
Plain yours.
You said something earlier. I don't know if
That's
you
right.
said you used the R word, reciprocate.
Reciprocity.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Go. Can you explain that?
Reciprocity is when what you want is what you get in return.
Yes.
Okay.
You are receiving and giving in equal amounts. It may not be the same thing,
Right.
but you are being your energy is being returned
right.
Mhm.
in the proper amount.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that's what you want, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I always
Indeed.
say my next relationship I'm having reciprocity.
Okay.
Yeah.
You shall.
I
Listen.
agree.
I love it here.
Manifest it.
I love it here.
Well, you're not going to expect anything less, so.
Exactly. I've got to this point where listen, like
It's not going to happen.
I'm
Not with
sorry,
cognac,
not
it's
sorry.
I'm not sorry. Not with cognac. And not, no.
Sorry, not sorry.
You know. Anything, Tiz? It look like you waiting.
No, I'm just
No.
enjoying myself.
A lot of that comes from unrealistic
You want a pipe-
expectations.
pipe
He
cleaner?
said no.
I want to first of all, shout out Wish. Thanks
I
for
had them
watching. Watching
kid.
Wish. Shout out New York.
New York. Hey, New York.
I think actually they're coming up there this weekend. I was gonna try to go up with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me know.
But
Grandson birthday this weekend.
So when I think of self-love, I want to get back to the inner child, right?
go ahead.
Sure.
So my whole thing with the inner child is like, I don't know if I told you guys a story where I was like, quarantine happened and then I like didn't know that I was like working my life away and I wasn't really happy, even though my life was like perfect or whatever. And I like it wasn't perfect.
It was an illusion.
Where's this place at?
No, my job.
No, it was an illusion.
Yeah.
My job was good, art was good, my man was good, you know what I'm saying? So in my head, my bills was paid, I was living the best life. But I noticed I was working. I
You
went
were
to my job,
unbalanced.
so I started crying because I thought the world was ending because of quarantine, you know what I'm saying?
Poor Mar.
I was like, hold up, they shut down the city. Like, I really thought the world was ending, so I started crying, and I noticed I wasn't happy.
Yeah.
And I try to think of when I was happy.
Your poor anxiety.
Yes. Yes. Oof, yes.
Overthinking.
Yes. I didn't know I had anxiety at the time, y'all. So, so I started thinking about when I was happy, and it was crazy. I could not think of when the last time I was happy. And I had to ask people that love me, like, well, when was I happy?
Do you
It's
remember
like,
me being happy?
Yeah. Like,
Right.
they're like, yeah, sis, you used to be with people all the time, you know, get-togethers all the time. You used
You
to
think I did?
dance, you used to whatever. You used to laugh all the time. I'm like, dang, like, where did that person go? So I automatically did, like, that's when I got into my self-love journey, and I started writing down all the trauma I went through and started meditating and started knowing my purpose and talking to God, whatever. But the point is, I noticed that my happiest self was when I was a child. When nobody was like, you can't do this.
Again, that's so refreshing to hear that because that's not the norm. I'm just saying that
That's
happy
everybody.
childhood is not the
I'm not-
norm.
Yeah,
But
true, but I was abused as a child, so I'm not talking about that retrospect of it, but I'm talking about when I was the expressive child. So if I danced and if I screamed down a hallway and my mom would just be like, yeah, she a little girl, like she's screaming down the hallway, like, because I just didn't care. I was just a child. I didn't think too much into it, you know. It's I used to dance, I used to do a lot of different things, and it was like I lost that through adulthood and responsibility. So I feel like a lot of
And your
people,
spirit was dampened.
yeah, and the interactions with, you know, family and friends and life and depression and that took me away from those things that I really, and I feel like the inner child, that's what I say. Like, find that before anybody told you couldn't do this, or before you thought that was corny because somebody told you it was corny, not because before somebody told you were weird because you just are who you are.
I want to play with pipe cleaners today.
Yeah, like do
Rose,
it.
what are
be
you
happy,
doing?
Love it.
I
You
was
know,
always-
I said I don't care.
I was always labeled as weird.
Yeah,
I don't care.
I probably.
Still
it's
weird.
because they were jealous
Yeah.
that you were, you know,
Different.
Yeah.
innovative.
what
I
we
learned
don't
that.
understand, we call something.
Yes.
Yeah,
'Cause
we
don't
give it
understand
we
it.
give it
It
a
gotta be
name, but we
crazy,
don't
weirdo.
understand it.
Yeah.
Something's just we don't understand.
Exactly. So just finding that, just making sure you're doing the work to get back to the happier, peaceful, freer, no judgment, peaceful.
Well, we're gonna always be judged, but you know, it's how you.
it's how you react.
Yeah. And I do miss that kid era that you was talking about. Back when I ain't had to pay no bills, I could just get up, go get the cereal, come back, no worries, huh? Oh, I missed that. Oh, I had
Isn't it crazy?
It's called like a midlife crisis.
Yeah.
And I realized that I had to buy my own cereal and pay my own bills.
And I don't ever remember saying, "Oh, I can't wait till I grow up." Like I love being a kid. I
Love
didn't have to
being
pay
a
for
kid.
anything.
And that's I was just about to say
I don't
the
remember-
opposite.
I don't never.
It's
When
that
we
money.
were when most people, you know, I'm not even gonna say most people because here we got 50-50 split.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
you know, you're young and you're like, I can't wait to grow up.
Yeah. No, I never said that.
And now, you know, you're grown and you're like, I wish I could be a kid.
Yeah. No.
Yes.
If I
I'm gonna say all. I've heard that from everybody I've ever met.
I think it's because, you know, people don't realize what adulting entails. proper
you being a kid.
proper adulting, not
Proper
like I live with
adulting.
my mom because I just don't want to live anywhere else.
Right,
I have a job and
right.
I have do shit like properly adulting. Do you have a bank account?
Yeah.
Do you can you
Right.
drive
Yeah.
legally? Do you
No.
have a job of some sort, even if
Right.
it is self-employment? Are you
Right.
can you sustain yourself?
Yeah.
And sometimes we do fall into situations where it makes more sense to have a roommate or live with family members or something, and that's different.
Yeah.
But if you're just doing it because, well, I really don't know anything else and I'm comfortable with this because my mom makes my meals and washes my clothes and
Yeah.
I don't got to really worry about shit, like, no,
Yeah.
you
No.
not properly adulting.
Yeah, we're not properly adulting.
Grow
I don't want to. I don't want to grow up. I don't like paying my own bills. I don't.
I mean, who does?
That's what I mean.
But it's all a part of becoming the best you can be.
Yeah, well,
And that's what
I'm the
that's
best.
what it's all about anyway.
Listen, I've retired 3 times. I think I am the best me.
3 times.
I mean, yeah, I retired 3 times. Cause did you know that? 3 times, 3-time retirement for me.
That sounds awesome.
What happened?
I
So
know,
how did
right?
that go? You were just like, I really miss work.
No. What happened was, remember, the story with me is that after 28 years, I decided that PGW was my cancer.
Okay.
And I promise you, there was a group of folks trying to chastise me or whatever. And I realized I'm a grown-ass woman.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what? I walked out. I honestly
Like you
walked
should.
out. Right. I honestly walked out. So I said, you know what? Tapped into that inner child again. I started traveling for 5 years straight with my dad. Yeah. And the children.
That's a
With your
cool
dad?
Yeah,
experience.
I love my dad. Me and my dad was my best friend.
I love
Right?
that.
My dad was my best friend. So, I was always on his coattail. I didn't realize he was sick in those 5 years, but we lived our best life, if you want to say.
But that's such a blessing in hindsight because
That's
you
what I was
didn't
about
know.
to
So
say.
now
Right.
you didn't have the worry
Yes.
of what if
Right.
and
What if,
all this.
yeah.
We're just in the moment.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And we
Yeah,
were
that's
we were
beautiful.
definitely in the moment, and that was tapping into. And I think for him, and I guess I'll never know, but I think for him that was him seeing me as his baby all over again because I'm the only girl.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I'm the only girl, right?
Yeah.
So
Daddy's girl.
he'll tell you, yeah, definitely daddy's girl. That's why it's so hard for me right now. But so after that, following behind my cousins Sami and Donna, they started working in mental health, and I have that within my own family.
Okay.
So I'm like, you know what? Yeah, it may be cool to work there, but I didn't realize that it was really, really cool to work there because they became my other family.
Right.
I didn't treat them as
Love
a
it
job.
when that happens.
Yeah.
I didn't treat it as a job, and I didn't I flourished, and it's like, oh, she's the coolest supervisor. I'm like, who's the supervisor? They be like, we talking about you, Miss Harry.
No.
And I'm like, oh, really? So I really enjoy it. So that was the second time. But then going back into my child, I've always loved children. Then I started working with children. Unfortunately, I got hurt on a job. I started working at a daycare, which was always my passion. I still love kids to this day, of course. But you got to take them back. They can't stay.
Listen, they got a
think
time
we have-
limit.
Yeah, notice my grandson has, he Sunday, it was over for him on Tuesday. See, it's like, no. I love him to death. He said, you got to chill. Oh, now he tells me I'm rude. I'm rude. I'm rude.
My mom, you rude.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
rude.
we're just so versatile and
Yeah.
you want to live your life where you you have so many talents and gifts in you that you don't even know. So
Right.
it's like really go for whatever
It
makes
right.
you happy, whatever really, can benefit you at that moment.
And it's crazy because last night I had a conversation with yet another one of my cousins, and I didn't realize how he felt about me. And we were talking about all those things, and it came full circle. And I'm listening to him like, I was thanking him for being a part of my life. And of course, he's younger, but that wasn't neither here nor there. But it took a step back today, and I'm listening like, you really thought of me like that in that
Wow.
capacity coming
Yeah.
up. So so when it's rewarding and refilling, you have to
Yeah.
remove things that don't suit you. And what I say that to say what I told him was coming up. Our background, my dad was militant and he was the CEO, so I wasn't getting into anything. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't even come off the steps, stuff like that, right? So when when your life is not dictated, I don't know what, maybe so dictated, right?
Yeah.
I told him yesterday, you have to live your life for you. And that's how I raise my children.
Right.
You know, listen, if you want to do this, right, wrong, or indifferent, however you feel, if you feel that that's your niche. See, when I was at PGW, oh, you stupid for leaving that job. Well, that's your opinion.
Your opinion.
Right.
I left. All the money in the world could not make me stay and take on any more of their bullcrap.
I've done that. I've done that a couple
Yeah,
times
right.
in my life,
Right.
actually.
Yeah.
You know, making
Yeah.
really decent money, but
Yeah.
it's like
It's
it is
not-
not
if it's messing up your
serving
mental
my
health, you gotta
purpose.
go.
I'm here to tell you that it's not
The
worth
money
it.
is never
it's
worth
not,
it.
It's never worth it.
Abundance will come in all forms.
That's right.
It really
And it comes in money, it comes in happiness, it comes in emotional fulfillment,
Right.
it comes in so many different ways. And of course, here in this 3D world, where we
Right.
can see and touch everything and
Mhm.
influenced by society,
Yeah.
we tend to equate happiness
With-
to material possessions.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Cars, homes,
Speak
bank
on it.
accounts.
Exactly.
Yes.
Clothes.
Exactly.
And that ain't it.
It's not it.
It's really
It's-
not.
If you're just living, I mean, how do you say? If you're just getting by, you're not live. You have to live.
Yeah.
If you're attached to those things, those are low vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So
And you ever hear
behaviors.
somebody who gets it? Like, I hear stories all the time. Like, they get all of that, and then you see them in a mental institution, or you see that they're really not
that is
happy,
true.
or da-da-da. Because
That is
it's
true.
like,
That is
all
true.
those
it
things-
wasn't about that.
Once you fulfill your purpose, you realize and you accomplish your personal
Yeah.
fulfillments,
Yeah.
your personal healing.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Everything else will come to you.
I
You
mean-
will get the job that you like.
And-
That
and-
serves your sole purpose.
and
You will
those-
get the
Yeah.
bank account. You will get the
That's right.
relationship. You
I
will
was
get
just
everything
talking
else.
to my friend the other day, and he was like, yeah, I thought I wanted this, and now that I have it, it's
Mhm.
like it's not worth it at all.
Yeah.
And it's
Nine of Cups reversed. Got what you wanted, but it's not what you want.
It's not.
We
So
spend
it's
half
like-
our life on that journey.
Yo,
Yeah, we
it'd be
do.
crazy, and
Yeah,
it's
we
like
do. We do.
just spend half of your life on just trying to make yourself happy,
Happy and doing what it is. When
and
you-
about being grateful and your
Yes.
perspective on
listen,
things. So
patience,
you are
faith,
happy.
humility.
You
I
have
am-
to change your
I like
state of
that. Yeah,
consciousness.
That's right. You do.
Because we live in a limited we have limited belief system here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we've been taught things that are untrue. We've been
Yes.
taught
Yes.
ways of survival.
90%.
We are living in survival
We
mode.
are.
Right.
We are. And you know what? That's why
There's
when the
the spiritual realm and the human.
That's why when the pandemic hit,
Mhm.
so many people were anxious.
They lost
They-
themselves.
they
They lost their
lost
damn
it.
mind.
No skills.
Mm.
No.
I said, shit, I know how to do nails, hair. I can drive Uber.
Listen.
I can
Listen.
cook and make platters.
Yes.
I can do home health care. I'm not without.
I'm not without.
I'm
And-
not without. I know how to do carpentry, car work. Like, I got this shit, okay?
Yes.
I have
And I-
created all those skills from hardships.
That's
Right.
right. And
right,
and
pain through to release and
Yeah.
create it into something.
I'm a
else.
catch, by the way.
Hey.
single, catch.
you just
Oh, there
married
you go.
yourself.
She ain't tell you that for nothing.
I did marry myself, though,
Take
so you got to
advantage.
compete with somebody
Throw it
really
in there.
great.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Period.
And you know,
Yeah, but they told me once you you stop living for people, life begins.
you better
It's
know
true.
it. You better know
It's
it.
true. It's liberating.
It
Yes.
is.
When
It
and I'm
is.
gonna phrase it like this. When and don't take this the wrong way. When you
don't.
no longer give a fuck,
Woo.
you are a different
Life
motherfucker.
begins, son. Life begins.
Equals X.
Yeah.
Life
Yeah.
equals
I mean,
X.
You know, I use the big words, but it's so serious.
It
Yeah.
is. It is.
And
You're
it
you're living
seems
for you.
simple, but
Yeah.
to get to that point,
Yeah, you don't care about what anybody else says or thinks. You're not trying to live up to their expectations. You're
No.
just free. You're just
Mm-mm.
oh,
I am
that made me
worthy.
happy. I like
I am
that.
worthy.
Ooh,
listen,
affirmations. We doing that?
Yeah,
I'm
and guess
worthy.
what? The thing about it is that during this pandemic, I didn't know I had yet another skill. I am part business owner, and many people don't even know that. about me.
Entrepreneur.
Oh yeah. So that comes from
It's in your
that.
blood.
Yeah, we
Right.
hustlers, baby. We're
Okay.
not gonna ever be without.
Period.
Yeah, no, we're never gonna be without. My dad definitely instilled that in me, and he made sure I didn't want for nothing, which means he provided, and then when I was of age, I provided for myself. I was blessed to make sure my dad owned his house. I was blessed to make sure my mother owned her house.
That's big
At
shit.
least
Yeah.
Big moves,
when I
boss
was-
moves.
Everybody can't say that.
Boss
You know what I mean? I was 18.
Boss
I
moves.
was 18.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So now, during this pandemic, I've rediscovered who I am. I rediscovered love for self, self-love, self-care. I have a partner who's really a partner. If these bills aren't paid, listen, this is how you...
I got this.
This is...
We gonna cover each other.
Yeah.
Right.
each other.
That's right.
That's how it should be.
We are a
That's how it
team.
should be.
And, listen, I went downtown and I made sure you have this. So when you're ready for this business plan,
Go
and this,
for it. It's done.
already done.
Yes.
That's a
I love
partner.
it.
Yes.
That's how it is.
That's a partner.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And then my children, it is. Listen, my baby graduated, accepted to. I don't know. No, it's a mentorship because she has a lot of words behind her name now. You know what I mean? I'm
Okay.
proud.
Okay.
I'm proud. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
Proud mama.
Yes.
I don't want to get it wrong.
Right,
You
right,
get it
right.
wrong.
I get it.
Right. That's the
Right.
boss lady, and that's the baby girl. You know what I mean? And then
Right.
my other two children, they're gonna find their path in life, but they're working in their hustles
Yeah, they
too.
got to do it in their own
They're
time.
on their
Divine
own
timing.
It's everything.
Divine
timing.
timing. Nobody likes to eat half-baked cookies. You
That's
can't
right.
eat
Right.
half-baked cookies.
That's
Right.
right.
You have to wait for it to be
It's
done
a process.
to eat it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Process.
And
Get
when
the
I hung
product.
out with my oldest daughter this weekend, and I'm just listening to the buzz, they ain't realize Mama had it, but. She's like, Mom, you're supposed to say, no, I'm supposed to be doing exactly what I'm doing. If this is what you do and this is what you love doing and you're having fun doing
Yep.
it, rock out. And I'm right here.
You don't got to ask
support-
nobody permission.
No.
Said I got bells on, ding ding.
Yeah, and I'm your mom. I'm here.
Listen,
I'm here.
Right.
I'm
I
here.
wanna thank everybody because it is that time already.
Yes.
Wow.
It's been a great discussion,
That
and
was fast.
I know, right? But
And we
when
didn't
they say
realize
when
we
time,
did our-
when you're having fun, time flies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Like 11
before we
blinks.
go, of course, Mar, if you could just shout out your business, tell them where to
Yes.
find you, and
Yeah,
if you're
yeah.
giving any specials away at this time.
Okay, cool. So yes, I am Expressive Illustrations. So you can find me on Instagram at Expressive Illustrations or Facebook, or you can email me at expressiveillustrationsinc@gmail.com. I actually have a show coming up tomorrow. It is a mental health
Cool.
show at Soul Garden Studio.
Nice.
Yeah.
Near
Nice.
Spring Garden, and it is focused on elevating the mindset. So
Nice.
we're doing
Yeah.
affirmations, sound healing.
Yeah.
Everything is interactive because we want you to leave with tools on.
Somebody broke my singing bowl,
Oh.
and it
Uh-oh.
doesn't sing anymore.
So come tomorrow.
I know. That's what made me say it because I was thinking of the whole setup Janine always has. And they're like,
She does her
ding-a-ling-a-ling-ling-ling-ling-ling, and I'm
mental
like,
healing expression. Shout out to her.
yeah.
But it's a lot of different healers in the building and a lot of different beings that you just, it's performances, it's fun. That's tomorrow. But anyway, I have art therapy for adults.
Yeah.
I have group art therapy. I have subject-based art. That
And if
means
you want
you're-
us to come act the fool with you too,
Yes, there
we
go.
will definitely
Yeah,
come
we'll be
do
there.
a paint or an art therapy
Yes.
session
We'll
for
be
you,
there.
your
Paint
family, or your
sets.
group. We
Yeah.
prefer a group setting because
We
that
love
would be
it.
totally
we
fun.
love
But
it. Yeah, we love it.
so reach out to us
Yeah.
and we got that.
Yeah.
Cousin Tiz,
Cousin
can
Tiz.
you let us know about the businesses you have as well?
Okay. Sure. I have two. I have a network home care agency. You can reach them for all your home care needs.
Yes.
The email is networkhomecareagency2018@gmail. And I have a multimedia company, which is called Black Market Lounge.
Yep.
We have a first show that we do on Fridays, which is called Black Market Ave, to where we have black conversations like you guys, and not consistently about love. We try to laugh because we had a hard time. And
Oh,
I
we
think,
laugh. We
laughing
cut
is
up.
healing. I'm not saying
Yeah,
you.
we
I'm
cut
talking
up
about me.
too.
Yes, they are equally as funny. But on our show, we try not to bathe in all the depression and the pandemic. So we try to find something to laugh about. You can call in, we interact, anything you got to say. And that's Black Market Ave on YouTube every Friday, 10:30.
30
So
Friday,
stop
YouTube.
in.
What do they search? Black Market F.
Black Market Ave, yes.
Subscribe, folks.
Subscribe.
To Black Market Ave.
He's family. Thank you so much, Cousin Tiz.
Thank
for
you.
coming
I
to
thank
support
you.
me.
Thank you
This
both.
was live.
Yeah, we really had a good conversation
Yeah,
today.
we did.
And the whole
gotta come
point,
back.
sorry, the whole point behind this, usually
Yeah.
we do some painting, some clay, something very interactive. This, I just wanted, part of art therapy is just kind of talking and letting your mind flow.
I was about to say.
And with something in hand
Yeah.
to
So,
manipulate.
It actually helps you to focus if you have something else going on because it kind of reminds you to come back to it. But it's a whole system to the science of endorphins and how it works. Yeah, to how just playing with anything, touching. That's why the
Thank you,
sensory
Mrs.
balls and the fidget
Cookie.
spinners were such a big deal because it's very necessary to the
It's
process.
very necessary.
Cool, most definitely cool.
Yes.
We will be back next week. You can check us out on YouTube, of course. Search Glockaware and look for the X Radio. We have, multiple shows on Glockaware as well. You can check out some live shows every single day of the week. Again, replays are available on YouTube, and of course, we have many, many shows coming up. Next Friday, everybody,
Yes.
be in the building at Chuck Alibi's.
Yep.
Glockaware is celebrating their 20th year anniversary.
I'm here
what's up.
for
And
it.
Alibis is at Rising Sun, right?
Yep.
Cotman and Rising.
Yep.
Right up there, 5
it.
points.
Yeah,
So
5 points.
go ahead, get. I think you can get tickets. If not, they're available at the door. So make sure you stop by, support, and of course, it's going to be a show. We got some folks coming through, and it's going to be a good.
What time is that happening off on Friday?
Bro, I'm sorry, I can't. I think it's
We'll
from.
we'll
I
get
think it's
you-
from 6 to 11, if I'm correct.
6
Yes.
to 11.
Yeah.
Okay, see, we have
Right
to
on
make
with the
sure we tell
promo.
them
Yeah.
6 to 11.
6
Yeah.
to 11,
Yeah.
and shit, that's
I'm
it.
here for it. I'll be there.
Check us out on Instagram as well, the RPX X Radio and Cognac with a bunch of numbers. You got to change that, sis.
What I gotta change it to?
Get rid of the
Cognac.
numbers.
Just cognac.
Cognac
That's who I am.
something.
I'm just cognac something.
Cognac
With a bunch of numbers.
equals X.
Oh, cognac.
Yeah. That's what I would change my name to that, but I'm already branded.
Straight cognac.
Because the RPX is definitely a friggin' experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna play a song on our way out, and make sure you check us next week here on Glockaware.
Thank you.
Sure.